Good evening, otherworldlies. This is Juliana Angel, your Dark Mass Diva. How's everyone doing? Is everyone holding up for the holidays? Holding it together? Well, I'm doing pretty well considering this is a hard time of the year for the Dark Mass Diva. So, well, for Mr. Billionaire Mindset, he's talking a lot about ladies, don't mess around with these bozos who are not trying to celebrate you, alright? Mr. Billionaire Mindset is telling you guys not to do that. So, you know what, I'm going to talk about the same thing, okay? I'm going to talk about, because I'm part of the Billionaire Mindset as well, I'm going to talk about, we're going to go with that theme as well, alright? So this is kind of a spin-off on his topics, but I'm going to do it, you know, the style, the Juliana Angel way. I'm going to talk about, if you're not his type, you need to just kind of stay away from him, okay? And you're like, oh, but he likes me, you know, even though I'm different. He likes me, this and that. Okay, well, here's the thing. If you're not a guy's type, he's dating you for another reason. Okay? So, here's the thing. All of us people are insecure, right? Sometimes we choose the person we're dating, and sometimes they choose us. And sometimes we choose each other, right? So, here's the thing. Sometimes people choose you as a placeholder. You're not that person's final destination, okay? Sometimes they have an ulterior motive for choosing you, okay? They're not choosing you for the right reasons. They're choosing you like, this person can help me pay my bills. This person can give me a boost. This person can help me raise my kids, okay? Maybe, you don't have someone to help you raise your kids and you think, well, this person can help me raise my kids until I find somebody I really want to be with. But maybe you have some crazy kids and you need somebody to help you raise them. But otherwise you would really not choose that person, okay? I've seen some people in relationships like that. Or that person, you're not truly physically attracted to them, but they're going to help you pay your bills, all right? I've seen some relationships like that. I've seen some guys get with some girls. They're not particularly physically attracted to these women, but these women are going to help them pay half the bills. And you're thinking, yeah, but they're having sex with them and all these kinds of things. It's, you know, some guys feel like it's all pretty much the same thing when the lights go out, okay? A lot of guys will have sex with anything, and they're thinking about someone else, alright? So they really, I don't mean to be gross, but they're really just, and, you know, they can be cheating on you this whole time with somebody else that they'd rather be with. You know, they're just looking around for your replacement, okay? And you're called a placeholder. Okay, so the thing is, you need to make sure you're that person's type, okay? There's different ways to do it, alright? Like, here's the thing. My partner and I are an unlikely pairing, okay? We're different ages. And I'm thinking, I feel weird because I'm older than my partner. But then I notice that all the women that he tends to admire, like his star crushes and, you know, women he, you know, likes to look at and stuff like that, well, they're mature ladies my age, and they're ladies, his star crushes and women he's like, whoa, you know, that he really tends to like to check out and stuff. They're ladies my age and ladies that look like me. That's, you know, what he's attracted to. And they're ladies even older than me, too, that look like me. So I'm thinking, well, okay, I think I'm in good standing. You know, I think I'm, you know, what he wants. And then he proposed marriage to me. So I think, you know, I think I'm good. All right. So I told him that, yeah, you know, he's my type. I go out with guys, you know, I went out with different guys like him before. It just, you know, for whatever reason, we just didn't have that it factor. You know, it just wasn't coming together. It wasn't meant to be. So I understand him. I understand where he's coming from. I understand him. So, I think it's important that when you're with a man, you understand him, you understand his dreams and his goals, and you're able to stand behind him, and you're able just really to listen to him. All right. And you're really able to get him, and see where he's coming from and stuff like that. So I was able to understand the kind of guy that he is. But the thing is I just wanted to make sure that I was his type. Okay? Because some guys, they'll propose to a girl that's not necessarily their type. They just, maybe just like having her around. But I just wanted to make sure that I was his type. But I noticed, his star crushes and the kind of girls he liked and stuff like that, were girls like me. So, I stopped letting the age difference bother me and that sort of thing, and, he likes women who are good mothers, and I'm a good mother, and, he likes the kind of qualities I have. So I just stopped letting the age difference bother me, and it just no longer does. It's just kind of like, okay, well, I'm something that he likes, it's a type. Now, your partner may like your type. He may like other types. Make sure you're your partner's favorite thing. Okay? Now, there's different things that you might want to take into consideration. You may ask them different questions. A lot of people like to date people who, if they had a close relationship with their parents, they may date somebody who reminds them of their opposite sex parent. Like my first husband, I remind him a lot of his mom because we have the same birthday, 2 Geminis. Okay, and I crack a lot of jokes and I'm real straightforward and that sort of thing. And his mom's like that too. So she's always joking around, Geminis, always joking around, talking and stuff like that. I'm surprised she doesn't have a YouTube channel, to be honest. She could be on TV, honestly. So, I think he married me because I share a lot of her qualities. So I think he married me because I reminded him of his mom, right? Okay. So, a lot of people will marry somebody who reminds them of the opposite sex parent. Look at the previous people they went out with. Okay. My son has a type. I notice he likes, girls with dark hair. Okay. So I notice that's what he really likes. Okay. So, notice, if go out with somebody, like, say like you're a girl, and if you feel like your boyfriend is too cute for you, you might want to stop dating him. And I know that's really like a mean thing to say, but it's always going to bother you if you think your boyfriend's too cute for you. Either level up and make yourself prettier, because it's going, or just stop seeing him, unless he really just had it bad. He had another girlfriend who looked just exactly like you, okay, or he just had a teacher crush and the teacher looked like you, or he has a crush on a celebrity who looks just like you, or something like that, or you're in, okay, or else you're going to be riddled with constant insecurity. All right, because people are going to joke around about it, and it's going to cross your mind all the time, and you're going to think he's going to cheat on you. So you have to make sure that he's not dating you for the wrong reasons. Okay. If you're a guy who's with a really pretty girl, okay, I hope you have a lot of money. All right. Because if you don't, I hope you're really smart. Okay, because pretty girls either like really smart guys, okay, or guys who can take care of them. Because pretty girls tend to need more financial backing. or they need a guy who's very intelligent. And you're like, what? Yeah, pretty girls like the mental stimulation because they're used to people coming up and saying dumb things to them all the time, and they're tired of it. And you're like, wait a minute, you're assuming that pretty girls are dumb. No, it's that they're pretty and people come up and say dumb things to them. So they really need that counterbalance of the intelligence. They need the intelligent stimulating conversation to make up for the dumb things people come up and say to them all the time. Okay, they need that balance in their life. So you need to either be financially endowed so you can take care of them. Okay, because really pretty girls are just getting constantly hit on. And they're just, the bozo factor is out of control for super pretty girls. Okay, they're getting bozos in their face like on a constant basis. So they really just need a guy to take care of them and make their lives easier. Okay, to keep the bozos out of their face and just kind of, so there's a less likely chance that they would need to work, or you can send them to school so they can get a better job. Fewer bozos. Okay, and that intelligent conversation. Really pretty girls crave intellectual stimulation because a lot of people don't want to give that to them. People assume that pretty girls aren't smart, which is wrong. Okay, it's called stereotyping. Okay, but people come up and see somebody pretty, and all of a sudden their IQ drops. And they start talking to them in a really dumb manner. And as soon as the pretty girl says something intelligent, they go, how do you know that? And they, and pretty girls hear dumb things all the time. Or a bozo says a bozo thing to them, like bozos do. What are you doing later? And just like trying to figure out how to get away from you. That's what I'm doing later. Seriously. And there's just constant bozo problems when you're pretty. I mean, there's bozo problems anyway when you're a woman, but especially a pretty woman. So the pretty woman needs intelligent man or guy with money. You can't be ordinary and be with somebody who has pretty privilege, okay? Because somebody with pretty privilege, there's always going to be guys with money, and there's always going to be, a guy with money wanted to do something for her, so you already need to be a guy with money doing something, or you need to be a smart guy bringing that into her life, because she really needs that. It's dumb conversations all day long, people bothering her with just asinine idiocracy like all freaking day long. Believe me, 24/7. It never ends. It never ends. People will say, solemn, normal things to plain, average-looking women. They do not get bothered with dumb comments. Or at least not as much. Someone will talk to ordinary, average women like they're people. But beautiful women will get talked to like they're 2-year-olds. Like, they'll come up and ask a question, and guys will go look at them like, and not talk to them like they're people. I mean, it's so please be intelligent and please have money. Let's see what else. So make sure you're somebody's type. Make sure you have what it takes to be able to offer somebody what they need. All right. Yeah. You can tell when someone's not checking for you. So if you don't have what it takes, don't try to make them like you. Go where you're appreciated. If I think somebody doesn't like me, I'm not trying to be around him. Because I figure enough people like me. I mean, I'm not trying to be around bozos. Because I'm around plenty of them. And, I know they like me. I'm not trying to be around them. Okay? But I'm also not trying to be around people who aren't checking for me either. Because I'm pretty sure plenty of people can't stand me. Trust me, I'm not trying to be around any of them. Why would I, having the self-esteem that I have, want to be around people who don't like me or don't want me? That's just basic self-love. Why would I want that? Why would I want to be around anybody who's just tolerating me? Seriously. Somebody who thinks I'm second best to somebody. First of all, how dare they? Really. I want somebody who thinks I'm number one and head and shoulders above everybody else. I don't want to ever have to feel like I'm second best, like they chose me because they couldn't have somebody else. How would you like to go through life like one day thinking you got chosen because they couldn't have somebody else? Are you really going to go through life like that? Be with somebody who really wants you. Seriously. Don't be around someone because that's the person you like dreamed of your whole life. Like, this looks good on paper. Because I've gone out with guys who looked good on paper and I was like, ew, I don't like him. You know, like you get around this person like, wow, this looks really good on paper and this and that and the other, and he has all these degrees and this. Ew, this guy's a horrible person. Ew. Ugh. You know? And really, I think this guy's just tolerating me. I really don't think he likes me as a person. Why would I want to be around this person who's trying to put me down? He's probably insecure. He probably did all this stuff with his life because he really doesn't like himself. You know, some people do that. Some people do a lot with their life because they don't like themselves. Some people do a lot with their life because they like themselves. And then some people do a lot with their life because they don't like themselves. You know, and some people are privileged and they look down on other people. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I went out with some people because I thought they were ambitious and stuff like that. No, they just had a lot of doors open for them. I can't relate to people like that. They just had a lot of privileges, and I was like, I can't relate to people like that. You know, my life's been a lot of struggles. I'm like, no, I can't relate to you. You're snooty and you look down on people. I don't like you. And you're insecure because you have to put other people down. No way, I don't like this dude. And besides, I'm like, am I even this guy's type? I think I'm too real for this guy. I would hate to have to tell him what the real world is like. Ouch. Like, I don't think he could survive a day in my world. Seriously. I can't respect somebody who doesn't get it. So, make sure you're their type. Because if you're not their type, they're tolerating you. Some people can't read the room. Some people can't tell when the person really can't stand you and they're just going out with you because their parents would approve. Or you look good on paper. Okay? Or whatever reason, but you're not really what they want. Or they're just trying to make up their mind. Or you're just kind of there, kind of holding the door open while they kind of look for something else. You need to like yourself and know the difference between being tolerated and being celebrated. Please like yourself better than that. Open your mind up and go out with somebody who really likes you. Okay? Because you're worth it, I promise. You don't want to go through life just being with someone who just kind of, you're just there, always wondering why you're there. Live with purpose. This is Juliana Angel, your Dark Mask Diva. I love you all. You otherworldlies, have a wonderful holiday season. Bye-bye.